Good day, grade 3 learners. Welcome to our lesson for English 3, Quarter 4, Week 3, Day 4. Our topic for today is simple interrogative sentences. Before we begin, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Here are the bases of our lesson for today. For content standards, performance standards, learning competencies, activating prior knowledge. Good morning, class. I'm so happy to see your bright faces today. Are you ready to explore some wonderful stories and new words together? Let's dive into English. Let's review. Which type of conflict is most prominent in the story about the hummingbird? A. Bird versus nature. B. Bird versus society. C. Bird versus self. Or D. Bird versus technology. Correct answer is letter C. Number 2. How does the setting usually function in this narrative? A. As a background that doesn't affect the mood. B. As a reflection of the protagonist's emotional state. C. As a source of physical danger. Or D. It is irrelevant to the plot. The answer is letter B. Number 3. What does the hummingbird itself most likely symbolize regarding the theme? A. Eternal life and physical power. B. The fleeting nature of joy and resilience. Or C. Impending doom or bad luck. And D. Industrial progress. The correct answer is letter B. For our motivation, circle the interrogative sentence in each pair. Look for the asking word and the special mark at the end. For number 1, what is the interrogative sentence? A. The hummingbird is very small. B. How small is the hummingbird? Correct answer is letter B. Number 2. A. Where does the bird fly? B. The bird flies to the red flower. Correct answer is letter A. For number 3. A. I like the green feathers. B. Do you like the green feathers? The correct answer is letter B. Lesson purpose intention. Today, we will identify level appropriate sight words, write words legibly and correctly, identify verbs, identify simple asking sentences, and use correct capitalization and punctuation in compound sentences. Lesson language practice. Think of a questions that you would like to ask to hummingbird. For example, why are you always in such a hurry? It's your turn now. Reading the key idea stem. Everybody, let's read. Number 1, far. Number 2, laugh. Number 3, small. Again, let's read. Far, laugh, small. Now, we will going to read again the story about the hummingbird. Deep in a green forest, a small hummingbird lost her sparkling necklace. Suddenly, a fire broke out and smoke traveled far into the sky. Most animals ran away in fear, but the hummingbird stayed. She flew to the stream, picked up drops of water, and poured them on the flames. She flew to the stream, picked up drops of water, and poured them on the flames. The other animals began to laugh. They asked, "What are you doing? You are too tiny." The hummingbird, the hummingbird forced herself to keep going and responded, "I am doing what I can." Developing understanding of the key idea stem. An interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks a question. We use these sentences when we want to find out information or learn something new. You can spot them easily because they have two special clues. The asking words. Most of these sentences start with one of the five W's or the letter H. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. The question mark. Every interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Think of it like this. If a period is a stop sign, a question mark is a hook that pulls an answer out of someone. Examples: the hummingbird is tiny. This just tells us a fact, or it is a declarative sentence. Interrogative: is the hummingbird tiny? This is asking for an answer. There are three kinds of asking sentences. The first one is already discussed, and now we will going to discuss the yes or no kind. Can be answered with either a yes or no. This sentence starts with a verb followed by the subject. For example, do is the verb and you is the subject. Did the other animal help the hummingbird? The verb is did in the past tense, and it begins with a capital letter D. It ends with a question mark. That's why it belongs to an interrogative sentence, answerable by yes or no. The other one is choice question. Offer a choice of two or more answers in the questions. For example, are you like the hummingbird or are you like the other animals? These questions begins with the capital letter A and ends with a question mark. It is an interrogative sentence. It belongs to a choice question that offers a choice of two or more answers in the questions. Deepening understanding of the key idea stem. Instruction: read each questions about the story The Hummingbird. Look at the underlined words and decide if the question is a yes or no question, a WH question, or a choice question. Number 1. Is the hummingbird the smallest bird in the world? This is a blank. Choose between yes or no question, a WH question, or a choice question. For number 2, does the bird want to eat nectar or seeds? This is a blank. For number 3, where do hummingbirds build their tiny nests? This is a blank. For number 4, can you see the bird's wings moving? This is a blank. And for number 5, what color are the hummingbird's feathers? This is a blank. Making generalization and abstractions. An asking sentence allows us to request information and have interesting conversations. There are three kinds of asking sentences. We have the yes or no, the WH, and the choice. Evaluating learning. Direction. Write an asking sentence. Have them write an asking sentence on the first speech bubble and a telling sentence on the second speech bubble. Great job today, everyone. You listen well, share your thoughts, and work hard. Keep up the good work.